Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is week 6, term 2, week 6 of MSc Diaries. My name is Janelle. Welcome. I apologize. Actually, I'm not going to apologize because as a black woman, I don't feel like I should apologize for existing. But I am wearing beads in my hair. They do make noise. Sorry about it, I guess. What did I want to talk about? Next week is reading week, which means that I'm halfway through term 2, which means that as soon as I am back, it will be deadline central. I don't know, I'm sure I've shared this, that I have 5 deadlines in March. I've got presentation deadline on Friday coming. The following week I have actually give the presentation. The week after I have to submit my report based on the presentation. Then I have 2 deadlines on the same day, and then the following week I have another 2 deadlines, and then that would mean that I've completed term 2, and I would only have two big deadlines outstanding, which would be my group project and my individual project. How my course is tailored is I have a group project that I have to submit, and my individual or my dissertation is based on that group project. How do I feel about it? I feel better about it now than I did before. I think one of the issues that I was having, because I had like a bad experience in another group project, that I have a tendency to become quite anal about stuff. So I feel like if somebody messages you, even if it's a response to say I can't respond right now, is better than no response. Like I need some kind of interaction, or a yes or a no or something, you know. And that was one of the issues that I faced in my previous group. So in this group, things are slightly different, but I think like the ball is finally rolling, and like crunch time is now, basically, or as my friend would say, it's the crunchiest of times. So we're doing we are behind like the other groups in our cohort, but we are making progress, and that's the main thing. So this weekend I've got my work cut out for me, but that's fine because I started one of my other assignments, and I'm part of a study group. I'm sure I've told you this before, and we've outlined what we'll be working on each week so that we hit our deadlines. So this week coming is reading week. We're dedicating that to our group projects, or like our aspects of the group projects. And then we're gonna work on our report, which is fine because the whole point of doing the presentation is so that we can get feedback on our reports, and feedback on our presentations that we can then put in our reports and hopefully like bolster our grades. So that's what we're doing, and how we split up our study group is like one person is doing something completely different because they have a different deadline to us, but they still have this deadline. So then the following week we'll swap, and that's how we're finding like the best way for us to work. So yes, if you don't have a study group and you're at uni, get a study group. Don't do it on your own. It makes a world of difference, trust me. As an aside from the study group, so imagine for 6 weeks we have been studying in this space. Before we made this space like our regular study space, I checked with any and everyone whether or not we can use this space. The feedback that we gotten was, as long as it's free, you can use it, it's no problem. So as I said, this is week 6, so for 6 weeks we've been using this space. Wednesday, we were told that we're no longer allowed to use the study space because someone has decided us being in that space disrupts them. And something that I've noticed from obviously moving through the world as a monoracial black woman, um, that, and it was a running joke at one of my workplaces that, like, if we're together, if there's more than two of us, it's an issue. Like, there can never be two black people in a space at once, otherwise it becomes a problem. People become suspicious. And because our study group is mainly black, not mainly black, our study group is black, it just so happened to be that way. I feel like it causes issues. Like, we're not disturbing anybody. Like, we're literally just sitting together in silence, just working, or like show, like when somebody's stuck on something, showing them how to like get to the next step. Um, which I just find it's like beyond ridiculous because it's not a bookable space. How do I know this? Because I asked. I tried to find where I needed to book the space, if I needed to book the space. And I was told by everybody, it's a free space. You can use it if it's free. So now we can no longer use it. Like, they even put up a sign that was like for staff only. A sign that was never there before, but all of a sudden now we can't use it. Which I think, like, my experience this time around, actually my first experience at university was quite crap, but my experience this time around, it feels more like your problem, or you trying to find ways that work for you is a problem for other people. So like, for me, I have ADD, I'm dyslexic, and I have dyscalculia. I like working in silence, or I like working in silent spaces. So for example, in our library, we have a silent area that is strictly silent. There's no speaking. Don't even cough. If you're eating crisps, don't even make the packet go crook crook crook. You can't. And I personally prefer working in that space because I like working in silence. Um, like, not to say like I don't listen to music, but if I listen to music, it has to be music in a language that I don't speak, or it has to be classical music, or like lo-fi beats music, to really get the brain going, you know. So the silent area works for me because that's where I do my best work. And I know that's not the case for everybody, but it's interesting when you know what works best for you and you're trying to do your best work, but somehow you advocating for yourself causes an issue for somebody that I'm sure has never had to advocate for themselves. So that is a very frustrating experience, and I think it's all the more frustrating because I've been having to advocate for myself since my course started, because I injured my knee on like my second day. And like my knee was so badly swollen, my thigh was like twice the size of my other thigh. And I was on crutches, and having to advocate for myself in that way, having to advocate for myself to have the course materials uploaded prior, not the day before lectures, enough time prior to lectures so I can actually do my best work. And that just not being honoured, it's very disingenuous that there's so many places that are like, we're disability confident, like bring your best self, we want you to thrive, and then you try to bring your best self, you try to thrive, and they're like, no, not like that, like this, you know. I want to say it's something that I find difficult, or something that I'm struggling to deal with, but it's not something I'm struggling to deal with. It's something that I've always had to deal with because I'm a monoracial black woman, you know. Obviously my upbringing is different to a lot of other people because I didn't grow up in, well, now that I say that, I've spent most of my life in the UK, but I was not born in the UK. I spent my formative years in a different country, completely different to where I was born. So, and then I came to the UK. So my experience has always been different. Like, I've always had to advocate for myself, even from a young age. And you get to a stage where you're just tired. Because why can't you do the bare minimum, you know? Or like, why is your process so complicated? Makes no sense. But alas, here we are. So yeah. Oh, another thing. My hair is different. What I wanted to avoid, and I definitely think this is a black girl problem, it might just be a me problem, is that I didn't want to have to worry about having to do my hair. Hear me out. Because I know I have ADD and I know it takes me twice as long to get out of the house in the morning, if I had to do my hair, add like 30 minutes onto my morning routine. At the moment, my morning routine is even so far scaled back. So like my pre-university morning routine was very much like yoga stretches. No, yeah, yoga stretches, tea, hot beverage, go for a run, come back, stretch some more, shower, breakfast, or breakfast shower. That was my morning routine. Because I now have to be somewhere at a certain time, I don't like I don't like being I don't like doing my morning routine when other people are in the house. That's definitely a me thing. It's a me neurospicy thing. I know that. So like my morning routine is completely scaled back because I don't have the space to do what I would normally do, or that I was doing previously. So that has literally just become, do I even have, no, I don't even have breakfast. It's literally like, um, make my bed, shower, like hygiene routine, brush your teeth, wash your face, shower, lotion, get dressed. Um, or it would be like wake up, make my packed lunch and my breakfast, like shower, hygiene routine, get dressed, pack it in my bag, out the door. So I don't have like the space to like do what I would normally do. So like I don't have the space to have like an easeful morning because it's so like up, go, out, you know? Um, why am I telling you this? Oh, hair chronicles. So I know for me, doing my hair in the morning causes issue. So I try not to do my hair. What's happened is I didn't want to buy more hair because I'm planning on changing my hair entirely. So I didn't want to buy more braiding hair. How I had my hair before was making my scalp hurt. Like my hairline hurt. So now I'm debating on what to do next for my hair because I want to start swimming again. And this, I feel like this is like an overcomplicated black girl thing where it's like, I want to do all these things, but I have to consider my hair. So like swimming with my hair like this would be perfect, even though I do not like washing my hair in braids. Ugh, it's a sensory thing. I don't like it. So I'm trying to find a hairstyle that's going to work so I don't have to worry about doing my hair. I can just concentrate on my studies. I'm failing miserably. Yeah. I don't actually have nothing else to say. Next week, I've got, like, actually thinking about it, I've got so much that I need to do. And the time is going and I'm trying to find the time to do everything. I think tonight when I come back, or this evening when I come back, I need to tweak my feedback forms. Well, not my feedback forms. I need to collate my feedback forms, send to my course leader for my committee meeting next week because I'm my program representative. Sorry for the noise that you can hear. That's my neighbour's child. I need to do that. I need to do my 2 elements for our presentation. I wrote the code. Oh my god! For one of my assignments, I had to write this code. I had to create like this questionnaire, and then I had to write this code based on the questionnaire. I want you to know that in total, the word count is 3,000 words. I have like 4 more tasks to complete in order to complete that assignment. I want you to know that my word count is 2,000 words. Just the questionnaire, not even the code. Like the questionnaire and the other bits, 2,000 words. My lecturer gave me a workaround, so I'm going to do that. I actually need to do that. I might actually do that on Sunday when I go to the library. and then I can close that chapter. And then like my last go-to on Sunday is to tweak my presentation slides and share it with the rest of my group. We have a call on Wednesday, and then on Friday we're submitting. I want to submit as early as possible on Friday so I don't have to worry about it and I can get the ball rolling on something else. There's like these 2 assignments that I actually need to start that I haven't started, that are stressing me out, and they're like the final 2 assignments of this term, and I feel like they're going to be the most heavy assignments. Like they're going to require the most work, so that's stressing me out, and I'm trying not to stress about it, because there's no point worrying about it now when I've got like all these other assignments to do before I get to them. But if I can start little by little working on it, then that'll be fine. What else did I want to share? I think that, oh, guys. So I was having FOMO because of my course meant that and my deadlines meant that I can't see Hobie. I can't see Hobie perform Hope on the stage, and I was really upset about it because I was like, oh my gosh, I'd fly to Bangkok and see him in Bangkok and then come back. I was upset that I couldn't see Hobie, but somehow my friends managed to secure tickets so we can see him at Lollapalooza in Berlin. So I'm going to get to see Hobie. I'm very excited about that. So as a baby army, I'm a toddler army now, I would say, because I think I became part of the fandom at the start of chapter 2. Yeah, I became part of the fandom just before Yet to Come in Busan. It is wild that means I would see 2 out of 7 members. So I believe I'm going to get to see all 7 of them perform. I mean, if the world doesn't end between now and then, but also at the same time, like, the world isn't allowed to end yet because I need to graduate. That's the only goal I have: moving and graduating. That's it. Everything else is secondary. Moving and graduating, top of my list, and then just underneath, seeing BTS, because I've seen everybody else. Actually, no. Do you know who else I'd want to see live? I want to see Mariah Carey, because I've never seen her perform live, and I would love to see Stevie Wonder. I don't think I'll ever get the chance to see Stevie Wonder perform live, but I would love to see Stevie Wonder perform. Who else? The only person that I'd want to see that I can't see because they've passed away is Luther Vandross. And well, fun story. When I was at undergrad, Michael Jackson was going to do like his residency at the O2. So I applied to work at the O2, and I was like, I'm finally going to get to see Michael Jackson. I know there's so many people in my family that have seen him live. I was like, I'm finally going to get to see him. It's going to be amazing. I can't believe it. And I was just like, I don't even have to worry about tickets. Like, I couldn't get tickets. I'm a broke student. But there was a workaround. I got a job at the O2, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get to see Michael Jackson while I'm at work. And like, I'd worked it out, and I was like, if I work every day that he performs, because he was performing every other day for that whole summer. If I saw him perform every other day that whole summer, I worked out that I would have made like $4,000, and that's like minimum wage back then. So actually, it was more than minimum wage. But I was just like, oh my god, I'm gonna be rich. I can finally do my driving lessons. I can finally do my driving lessons. I can like finally get a car. Like, exciting. Then Michael Jackson dies, and I remember being like really upset that Michael Jackson had died. I felt like the only time I'd felt like that was when Princess Diana died. It was like, oh my gosh, like what? And then like I remember being really upset that Michael Jackson had passed away, and I was on the phone to my best friend, and we were talking about like our favorite our favorite Michael Jackson songs. My favorite Michael Jackson song to this day is Beat It, because I used to do the dance. It used to come on every day on like Channel U or something. It's a UK garage TV channel, and it used to just show music videos, and Beat It always came on in the morning before I went to college. So like before school and college. So like I'd listen to it and I'd sing along, and I'd come to school and I'd do the dance. And I remember telling my friend, I was like, when you get married, I'm gonna do this dance at your wedding. They didn't play it at her wedding, but if they did, I would have done the dance. Um, but yeah, we were talking about it, and then like I was sad that he died, and then the penny dropped. I was like, I don't have a job. I was like, I'm unemployed this summer because I don't have a job. So that was my Michael Jackson story. This is a longer video than I usually do, so I'm gonna be late. Thank you for watching. This has been fun. I will see you next week. I hope you have a great week. I hope the sun is shining. You know, the sun is setting later in the day now, so we thank God for that, because of dark alleyways at night. I don't even walk through dark alleyways. I don't know why I said that, but you catch my drift. Anyway, this has been fun. See you next week. Bye.